that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it.
Back at Chicagoland Speedway for our second visit to this mile-and-a-half racetrack. And the drivers will get their words of encouragement before they climb in and strap in to their race trucks. And we're about to get ready to race here at Chicagoland Speedway. All the preparation, all the practices and qualifying are done. Now it's time to drop the green flag and go racing. Stay with us here on Speed. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series is presented on Speed by Pep Boys. Pep Boys does everything for less. Call 1-800-PEP-BOYS. Brought to you in part by Camping World. Isn't it time for an RV adventure? Log on to campingworld.com/RV rentals and reserve your $399 fall getaway special. And by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Welcome back to Chicagoland Speedway. Mike Skinner strapping in as he puts his helmet on and gets ready for tonight's race. We go trackside once again for our Polaris reset-up with Chris Devoto.
Thanks, Rick. Just the second time the trucks have been here at Chicagoland, so what should you keep your eye on tonight? Well, we know to keep your eye on a lot of storylines. For one, Rick Crawford is back. He missed 11 races after losing sponsorship. Tonight he's back driving the number 73. Crawford finished 4th in this race last year. Also back in the field, an old favorite, Steve Park, driving for Eddie Sharp Racing. David Starr's former truck, the 81, is not here, but David is. He was able to put a deal together with the 21, trying to keep himself in the top 10 in points. He is currently 9th. Multi-truck qualifying for just the second time this year. The front row, Todd Bodine and Austin Dillon. Drivers love the multi-truck format, so do the fans. Drama right up until the very last truck. Todd Bodine was the last one to go out, and he puts it on the pole. And remember, he loves these mile-and-a-half racetracks. The rest of the field might be in trouble tonight.
Well, Krista, it's all about drama. When we come to Chicagoland Speedway, this is just our second stop here, and obviously we're going to have another great race.
Well, we really are. This is a really raceable racetrack. You can run the bottom, you run the high side. This racetrack is only about 9 years old, and it's really matured nicely. It's got some bumps, it has some character, and it's one of 5 mile-and-a-halves we have left.
Should be fun. I like what you're saying, Phil. How about we go downstairs and get all this action started?
Let's do it.
A man of many words. Let's get
race fans, are you ready? Well, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome CEO of Camping World RVs, Marcus Lemonis, to give the command.
Race fans, if you enjoy Illinois as much as I do, get on your feet and make some noise. On the count of 3, all together. 1, 2, 3. Drivers, start your engines.
Fire it up. Okay, fire it up here. You there, Sweet Pea? Loud and clear, Kevin. Loud and clear. Yeah, 4, you got me? Loud and clear,
Fire
buddy.
it up. The command.
Nothing quite like the
engines are fired. We're ready to go racing. Stay with us here on Speed.
Beautifully painted, prestige.
Welcome back to the EnjoyIllinois.com. 225 presented on Speed by Pep Boys. It's the Chicagoland Speedway, all lit up under the lights. 73 degrees as the sun has gone down, 61% humidity, clear skies overhead, although that's not going to matter. We're not expecting any type of precipitation. It's been a gorgeous day here and a gorgeous weekend. Our starting grid rolls across the bottom of the screen. Todd Bodine and Austin Dillon will make up that front row. Want to take a look at our ZMAX track description for this mile-and-a-half.
Oh, and what a fun track it is, guys. 1.5 miles in length. The corners are banked at 18 degrees, a try over 11. But what I love most about this track, Phil, that back straightaway, it's got an arch to it. It gives you the ability to really run off turn 2 and take all that momentum and swing your way down into turn 3. A good angle of approach to that corner. A lot of passing off 2 and down into turn 3.
Take a look at our Pep Boys race analysis. 36 trucks will take the green flag here momentarily.
As you can see, 225 miles, 150 laps, first over 600 grand. And our pit window somewhere between 50 and 55 laps.
$600,000 is why you're going to see these boys get serious here in a minute.
They would do it for $6 too, though.
But they're really going to do it for $600.
They're going to get serious for 150 laps here at Chicagoland Speedway. Let's shine a light on a few different drivers in our speed spotlight. We start with Ray Dunlap.
Well, thank you, Rick. Very nice to see a brand new team here at the racetrack tonight. This is Sharp Hartman Racing. The truck is number 41, driven by Steve Park. They've got sponsorship from Bolograph, which is a European company, and Van Dyke Balers. They're in the recycling business. But this team started tonight in the 25th position. Steve Park said if we get a top 10 tonight, that'll move us in the right direction. Look for the 41 truck to do at least 4 races this year, and they're hoping to go full time in 2011. Adam?
Tim Andrews is here tonight, Ray, driving the 95 machine for Danny Gill. He said he's happy to fill in whenever there's an opportunity, and it's been a busy day for Tim. The ARCA Racing Series here earlier this evening, and he was spotting for Tom Hessert in that event. Tim is the son of Paul Andrews, a longtime NASCAR crew chief and current signal caller in the ARCA Series. Phil?
Adam, I want to take a look at the Harmonator. Mike Carmen's 52 years old from Birmingport, Alabama. He has over 115 starts in the Nationwide Series and over 100 starts in the ARCA Series. He only has 23 starts here in the Truck Series, including 12 this season. He got his best career finish this year just a few weeks ago at Darlington when he finished 15th. He has over 300 feature wins in the short track in his career, and he will start this race from the 28th position.
Let's take a look at Mike Garvey, y'all. In order to race, you must first qualify. And Mike did again, barely. And I say again because he hasn't missed a race all year this year when he's attempted to qualify. And I say barely because he squeezed into the last starting spot. He's raced in Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and in the Camping World Trucks, all 3 of NASCAR's top divisions. One of Mike's biggest career accomplishments came in 1990 when he was crowned NASCAR's All-American Challenge Series champion. Go get him, Mike.
Those are speed spotlights. We'll keep an eye on those. It's always great to watch racing under the lights. And how about riding along with a few of the drivers? Matt Crafton will carry one of our cameras. He'll start in the 18th position.
We're also going to ride along with a Toyota onboard camera of Mike Skinner. This will be the first time this season Mike Skinner doesn't have a teammate. The 81 of David Starr did not come to this race. Mike will start his race from the 16th position.
I'm inside Narain Karthikeyan's truck. It's 6:27 a.m. over there in India, and they're watching live. He's making his best start. He's starting 9th, best he's ever rolled off. Hello, India.
Good morning, India. And how about James Busher? He'll also carry one of our cameras. He starts in the 3rd position in that number 31 truck. We'll see how James Busher does here at the 1.5 miles.
If it's 6:30 in the morning over there, do they already know who won?
I'm a little bit nervous of how it can be a half-hour difference.
Is it Saturday morning or Friday morning?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning?
It's tomorrow. Hopefully they don't know the outcome of this race. Ray?
Well, Rick, no matter what time it is where the fans are watching tonight, they probably know that the 2 truck has a long history in this series. For a long time, Ultra Motorsports campaigned the 2, and they had a lot of drivers win in it. But lately, it's been all Kevin Harvick Incorporated. And when you look at all the drivers that have won in this truck, it's a really interesting list. A bunch of guys with 1 win, and one guy that would like to add his name to that list, Shelby Howard, has never won here in the Camping World Trucks. But I believe the 2 truck has a strong effort tonight, and we may just make it from 27 wins to 28 tonight here in Chicago. Adam?
Ray, tonight the first of 9 races remaining in the 2010 season for the Camping World Truck Series. 5 of those events on 1.5 mile racetracks, just like right here at Chicagoland Speedway. And that's very good news for our point leader, Todd Bodine. The reason why he has more victories at these kinds of tracks than any other driver. And check out his numbers and how they compare this season to 2006 when he won his only NASCAR championship. Very similar. Driver 30 starting on the pole tonight and trying to get yet another victory in a quest for a title. Rick?
Thanks, Adam. You know, amazingly enough, Todd Bodine has 20 wins in the Camping World Truck Series, and never has he won on a racetrack shorter than 1 mile.
But that's a statistic that's going to be a race soon. I know that man can win on one of these little tracks. You don't have all the talent he has and not be able to get it done everywhere. It's just been circumstances that have kept him from doing that. That's what I think.
Right now, he would settle for another 1.5 mile win, wouldn't you think?
That's number 1 on his list at the moment as he's pulling those belts tight and getting ready to bring them to the green here in Chicago.
Austin Dillon will start on the outside of row number 1. Todd Bodine has selected the inside line for his starting position.